Whoa, what are you doing here? Are you here because of the ferrets that keep getting deep fried over at Pet Kingdom? Because I have nothing to do with that. I would never do something like that. Oh, yeah. No, I heard about that on the news and thought it was pretty crazy. And hey, I hope they catch the guy that's been doing that because that's terrible. But, I can assume you're probably here to talk about a movie then, huh? Yeah. Well, let me think. Let's dig into Tremors. Tremors is a film from 1990 starring Kevin Bacon. And baby, is he cooking in this film. He unknowingly ends up in a fight for survival against some giant desert worms in the sleepy town of Perfection, Nevada. So anyways, our movie starts out with Kevin Bacon taking a big fat piss. Okay, off to a good start, I see. And next, we meet his best bud named Earl.
You dumb shit.
Brother, taking a nap in the bed of your truck while your cows are grazing? Is this a giant worm movie or a George Strait song?
Wish I'd stampede up your ass.
The tension with these two already. I see you.
That's supposed to be a girl.
Anyways, Kevin Bacon and Earl start heading to work when Kevin Bacon has to pull over in the middle of the desert because he's never seen a woman before.
You will have long blonde hair,
Okay, long blonde hair.
big green eyes,
You said big green eyes?
world-class breasts,
World-class tits.
ass that won't quit,
Ass that won't quit.
and legs that go all the way up.
And that's where we meet Rhonda.
I'm up here for the semester.
Not blonde. Goofy ass hat. Nose covered in sunscreen. I'm sure she's a very nice woman, Kevin.
What the fuck, man?
Anyways, turns out Rhonda is in Perfection to work on some geometry.
Geography.
Geology.
Yeah, well, actually, seismology.
Yeah, I mean, duh. What's that?
Earthquakes.
Oh, okay. Whatever. Anyways, Rhonda goes on to tell the guys that she's been getting some real strange readings on her earthquake machine.
Well, I've been getting some really strange readings.
Tremors, perhaps? Anyways, the guys say they have no motherfucking earthly idea what she's going on about, but they wish her well and just kind of fuck off. And that's where we enter the small town of Perfection, Nevada, population 14. And since I'm not wearing shoes or socks right now, I can actually count that high.
You dumb shit.
So how far is this place from the Republic of Molossia?
Hey, pizza face!
Next, we pretty much meet everyone in the entire fucking town. There's Melvin, the basketball kid, and he's kind of a dipshit. Walter Chang, the market owner, as well as Burt Gummer. And actually, April 14th is National Burt Gummer Day, so don't forget to leave out a mustache comb and some hollow points. Yeah, but more importantly, we meet Burt's fucking wife, Reba McEntire.
And you can say that I'm crazy, that you're thinking I'm ready, but I'm telling you, baby.
Oh, I love you. And also, no, not that shit. That shit. Anyways, back in the desert, we meet up with Rhonda and experience tremor vision. And it's a lot like critter vision from the last video in that you have to get down and crawl around on the ground, but instead of being a hairy little freak, you're now a big sweaty worm from Nevada. Meanwhile, Kevin Bacon finds my YouTube channel, and the boys get covered in human shit and decide they need a change of pace that Perfection simply cannot offer. So they pack it up and head south when all of a sudden Kevin Bacon sees his buddy Edgar Deans just hanging out on a steel tower.
Edgar, get your butt down from there!
Come on, Edgar, party's over, man. Ooh, yeah. Kevin Bacon loses at rock, paper, scissors, so now he has to go up there and get Edgar down. Ugh.
Was it a heart attack, Doctor?
Damn. Well, he's at the big ZZ Top concert in the sky now, brother. Yeah, and it turns out old Edgar died of dehydration, which can take about 2 days to kill you.
Maybe even 3 or 4.
Thanks, Doc. Anyways, we see some old sheep farmer get sucked underground, and Rhonda's seismograph is pissed. Yeah, and then the guys just find their neighbor's face under a fucking hat.
Oh, Jesus! What the hell's going on?
What are the odds of that? Meanwhile, Earl tries to warn Desert Mario and Desert Luigi that there's a murderer on the loose.
He's cutting people's heads off.
Then Desert Mario's jackhammer gets pulled through the ground and he gets dragged up a hill and killed by dehydration. Should have been a plumber, man.
Who could be doing it? I'm not accusing anybody.
Yeah, and then back in town. Wait a minute, didn't he just get dragged by a runaway jackhammer? Anyways, the guys, Walter, basketball kid, and Desert Mario Dose try to figure out what in the actual fuck is going on. So Earl and Kevin Bacon head to Bigsby for help, but they have to turn back when they find Desert Luigi's helmet full of brain goods. Oh shit, you're Lex from Jurassic Park. Listen, if you think this situation's shitty, wait a couple years till you go visit your grandpa's island. Not fun. Anyways, the whole town kind of comes out to see what's going on, and holy fuck, what the shit is that?
I'll give you boys $5 for this.
Dude, what the fuck are you gonna do with that thing?
20.
Okay, 10.
Wait, what?
15.
Okay, 15.
I gotta get out of here.
Just one of these could need up Fred and his whole flock of sheep.
Shit, you mean no sheep? Later that night, Doc and his wife didn't get the memo that there's killer worms on the loose.
God, what is that stink?
So yeah, then Doc gets sucked underground and his wife is helpless to save him. Not what the doctor ordered. Doc's wife escapes to the car, which unfortunately gets yanked underground by a giant worm. Back at Chang's market, the townsfolk are still trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
The phone's out, the road's out. We're on our own.
Reba, whatever. I don't care. I am just in love with you.
We got the cliffs to the north, mountains to the east and the west.
Not to mention the Republic of Molossia is on the brink of war. So they come up with a bright idea that they should just ride horses to the next town, and that's how they'll get some help. Whatever keeps the plot moving, or should I say galloping.
You dumb shit.
The guys don't make it very far before their horses get attacked from underneath the ground.
Gotcha, bitch. What in the name of...
Horse dewormer? I barely know her. And we get the big smelly worm reveal. Fucking putrid. So then the guys get chased through the desert and the worm gets introduced to cold, hard American concrete. Knocked out cold.
Called my ass. He's dead.
Even better.
Fuck you!
Yeah, fuck you, worm. I guess.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Rhonda, you don't see the giant fucking worm just kind of leaking out of the massive hole in front of you?
What's that?
I was hoping you knew.
'Cause when you try to see the problem.
Did you run face first into a concrete wall, or are you just happy to see me?
Must be totally subterranean.
Well, that would explain why it's underneath the ground and not above it. Yeah, then Rhonda theorizes that there's 3 more of these things worming around out there, so they're forced to go rock climbing.
Senses seismic vibration. It can hear every move we make, especially on this rock. It's a perfect conductor.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
That means we're stuck. That pisses me off.
Me too, man. Me too. I get it. So while the guys are arguing, Rhonda comes up with a genius idea to just kind of pole vault from rock to rock. And I would absolutely die in this situation. But they make it back to the truck and then escape in the absolute goofiest way possible. Meanwhile, back at the market.
Look, these creatures are absolutely unprecedented.
Yeah, but where do they come from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you don't understand, Nestor. They come up from underneath the ground and they grab you.
Hey, wake up!
Huh?
Now, this valley is just one long smorgasbord. We have got to get out.
Yeah, man. Who could have thought it would have been that easy? I'm going to Molossia. Yeah, but then the goddamn worms show up.
No noise. No vibrations.
Rhonda, I know. Please stop talking. You're gonna cause a vibration or some shit. Oh my god. Someone stop her. Holy shit. Anyways, Kevin Bacon goes ham and rescues Lex and her mom. Meanwhile, Rhonda gets conveniently cinched up by some razor wire. That's kind of like when you punch your sandwich flat so that it'll go down your gullet easier. Anyways, Kevin Bacon slams the worm in the head with a pickaxe, and then he makes Rhonda take her pants off. Smooth one, Kevin. Everyone ends up back at the market because it's one of about 2.5 buildings in the entire town, and
Oh, I'm about to nut. I'm about to nut. Oh no, I'm about to nut.
oh my god, turn that shit off.
Oh!
God damn it, dude. I just had those floors waxed. And unfortunately, Walter gets chewed up by a worm.
Son of a bitch!
If I were him, I would just sue Pepsi, but I'll tell you right now, if that were a Dr. Blood freezer, we probably wouldn't be in this situation. Anyways, everyone escapes to the roof, except Rhonda. Hey. Meanwhile, Kevin Bacon finally gets a hold of Burt Gummer on the radio.
Ernie, the telephone's ringing.
Bert,
Hello?
listen. We found out what's been killing people.
Hello?
Bert, get out of your basement. Take your radio. You and Heather, get up on your roof. We'll talk later, okay? Over.
Hello?
Bert, they're under the ground. They're under the ground.
I can't hear you. I have a banana in my ear.
Thank God the worm broke into a room full of like 500 guns, because usually there's not this kind of luck in movies.
Magazine!
Yeah!
Jesus, fellas, is a love like that too much to ask for? Anyways, Bert has to break out the fucking elephant gun to smoke this motherfucker. Guess that's why they call it a rec room, right?
You need to shut the fuck up.
You dumb shit.
Anyways, back at the market.
Hey, Rhonda, what do you think it's trying to do now?
Why do you keep asking me?
Well, you're the only person in this entire town that's graduated high school.
They can feel our vibrations, but they can't find us.
Yeah, but are they good vibrations? Anyways, one of the townsfolk gets knocked off his trailer and sucked through a spare tire. Bummer. So in a last-ditch effort, the guys decide they can try and take a 30-ton bulldozer to go get help.
But we can't all fit on the bulldozer.
A man of logic, I see. Well, what if you guys kind of start to... All right, man, you just need to get in a fucking bulldozer. Figure it out. So Desert Mario Dose comes up with a plan to rig the lawnmower to just kind of drive out into the desert and lure the worms away from the bulldozer. So Earl and Kevin Bacon kind of just get caught up arguing about who's going to man the bulldozer.
Good luck, shithead.
Don't worry about me, jerk off.
So who's driving the fucking thing? Yeah, Kevin Bacon makes a break for the bulldozer and the lawnmower goes tits up. Ooh, yeah. Looks like Kevin Bacon is stuck between a rock and 2 killer earthworms.
We gotta make some noise. A lot of noise!
Thankfully, Kevin Bacon makes it back to the bulldozer and rescues everyone off their roofs somehow. It all just kind of happens off screen, so somewhere along the line they fucking figured it out. So they roll over to pick up Bert, and Reba McEntire's just making pipe bombs. Ladies, take notes, but they better hurry.
These things are damn smart. They're getting smarter by the minute.
Yeah, he's right. Apparently, one of the worms just finished reading the first 3 Harry Potter books, and the other worm is actually taking night classes to get his GED.
If that's how we're doing it, we're going prepared.
Yeah, Bert, we all know you watch Doomsday Preppers, man. Listen, I'm going to be real honest with you, okay? You're going to have 6 more Tremors movies to do this kind of shit because, unfortunately, Kevin Bacon isn't going to sign on for another one. So, right now, I'm just going to need you to get in the fucking bulldozer, please. So yeah, they get everybody out of town and they're headed somewhere. But the worms aren't having that shit, so they just dig a trench to strand the bulldozer. Yeah, and I'm pleased to announce that because of that stroke of genius, both the worms just got accepted to UNR under their new Gifted Worms program. So yeah, the group is just kind of stuck in the wagon, but they start feeding the worms pipe bombs. Yeah, there's a lot of shots of dirt and big boulders and shit, and I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of getting worm fatigue. Trust me, I love looking at Kevin Bacon, but if I don't see a big sweaty worm soon, I'm going to fucking freak out.
We're making a run for it.
This is like y'all's 10th run for it, man. Just lock in.
Oh, Melvin.
This will make him think twice.
Hey, Melvin, it's cool, man. I didn't mean to call you a dipshit earlier, man. It's just part of the show. So just be cool, man. Put the gun down. So yeah, everybody just kind of bails out and starts running. Okay, so listen, while originally writing the jokes for this video, I actually scrapped a bit about how I thought it would be funny if Bert gave Melvin a gun that wasn't loaded.
Oh, Bert! You asshole!
And I haven't seen this movie in years, so maybe it was just my subconscious playing into what I already knew, but either way, Bert Gummer is a fucking badass.
You asshole! There's no bullets in this gun!
Got you moving, didn't he?
Turns out the worms prefer their humans on the rocks.
So now what?
Damn, like 45 minutes ago, you guys were stuck on some rocks, and now there's only 15 minutes left in this movie, and you're still just stuck on some rocks.
We're not getting off this rock.
Oh, come on, Earl. Maybe.
I know what I'm doing.
And once again, it seems like the group is beginning to lose all hope.
Walk right out there with the fuse lit and let them take me down.
No, you are contractually obligated to 6 more movies, so you're going to need to cut that shit out. Go make Melvin do it.
No, it gives me an idea.
Well, finally, Earl comes up with a great idea to just go desert fishing with the pipe bombs. Earl, you sure you didn't graduate high school, man? Holy shit, it works. So they all get covered in pumpkin chunks and celebrate. Look, I'm happy that you guys killed the worm, but if you keep killing them while they're underground, that means I can't look at the fucking worm. Do you understand? Meanwhile, the other worm doesn't take the bait and just punts the pipe bombs back at Kevin Bacon. The pipe bomb conveniently lands on all the other pipe bombs, because of course it does, and it just kind of flings everybody off the rock. Fuck yeah, look at that ugly shit. Anyways, the worm just kind of hides underground, which leaves Earl and Kevin Bacon stranded in the sand, and Kevin says, "This one ain't dumb. He's got a GED." Kevin Bacon's only got 1 pipe bomb left and nowhere to go. Rhonda, where? He doesn't even know where the fucking worm is. Shouldn't you be like putting sunscreen on your nose or something? Anyways, Kevin Bacon bolts and the worm is in hot pursuit.
I got a goddamn plan!
But you don't have a lighter. So Rhonda, Earl, and Kevin Bacon are unfortunately trapped on a cliffside. So with nowhere to turn, Kevin Bacon decides to just light the fuse. Where are you going with all this, man? Because I don't know if this looks like a good plan. Now it's absolutely not a good plan. So Rhonda and Earl bounce and just kind of leave Kevin Bacon to be eaten by the final worm. But don't worry, at the last second, Kevin Bacon just kind of jumps out of the way. And that causes the worm to fly out of the fucking cliff like a worm flying out of a fucking cliff. Splat. So the group makes it back to town, and Earl and Kevin are still trying to go to Bixby.
We could get in People magazine.
Hell, National Geographic.
Or on an episode of Movies with Matt Honeycutt.
See ya.
Yeah, and then Rhonda and Kevin Bacon, well,
Rhonda?
Yeah?
your shoe is untied, and are you going to be able to help me pay for the repairs on that bulldozer? Because that wasn't mine, and I'm fucking broke. Just kidding. They make out, and that's how the movie ends. Perfection. Tremors is a movie that really wormed its way into my heart as a kid, and I love it just as much today. But I'm getting kind of hungry, and I actually have some errands I need to run over by Pet Kingdom. But in the meantime, I'm going to need you to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You know, unless you're like a big hairy fucking worm or something. But either way, I'm out like a fucking light.
Cocktail?
You bet.